think there is a misconception that all historical fiction is about like hard times or war or slavery, and that is just not necessarily the case. So, here are some beginner historical fiction recommendations. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Shelbey in the Book Club. I am Shelby Monet, and in today's video, I want to talk about some historical fiction that I think are great for people who want to get into historical fiction and don't necessarily know where to start and are afraid of heavier subject matter, um, which is valid. I think a lot of historical fiction that's out there are usually classics, or they are very, very well written and can be intimidating, or again, the subject matter can be kind of hard. So these recs are a little lighthearted. If you like to hear it, here it go. If you would like to purchase or read any of these books, they will all be linked down below in the underneath a bar. It is called the underneath a bar because it is underneath the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it for real this time. Okay, these are in no particular order. First up is The Queen of Sugar Hill. This is a book that is about Hattie McDaniel, and how she was the first African American woman to win an Academy Award. But then it goes into how after that she could not find work because the plight of a Black woman is never over. It's always something. And Sugar Hill was an affluent community in California of Black people. So that is a easier, it's talking about a time in history that you should know about, things that you should learn about, but, a lighter read. Next up, we have These Heathens. Now, this one does cover the subject matter of abortion and sexuality, but it's a really good book. It's short, it's messy, right? There's a bunch of drama. So 17-year-old Doris Steele finds out that she is pregnant. It does not matter who she's pregnant by because she does not want the baby. And she goes to a teacher who she is really, really close with and asks for help. And this teacher takes her to Atlanta. And this is where we meet all of the teacher's friends. We find out that this teacher is queer, and it opens the character up to a lot of things that she would have never been exposed to, or that she's taught to kind of look down upon because she is from rural Georgia. I thought it was a really good conversation. And again, it's like messy. Like I felt like I was sitting at a table listening to my elders have this conversation that I probably shouldn't have been listening on. So it was really good. Next up, we have The Mysterious Death of Junetta Plum. This is by Valerie Wilson Wesley. It is a mystery. I thought this was very, very cozy. And I am not even a cozy mystery girl, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. So Harriet Stone has kind of lost everything. Her parents have passed away. Her fiance also passed away. And the only family that she has left is a friend of her family that lives next door that has become family over the years, and her adoptive younger sister, Lovey. She gets a letter in the mail from Junetta Plum, who is her father's first cousin, but she's never heard of Junetta. She's never met Junetta. But Junetta offers her money and a place to stay if she comes to Harlem. So she jumps on the opportunity. It's the 1920s. Harlem is changing. Junetta was offering money, so they go. Harriet and Lovey are fascinated by Penn Station and just it's beautiful. All of this, it's fantastic. They have their first night in Harlem, and then they wake up and Junetta is laying across the floor dead because she was stabbed. And we meet a host of characters from all different walks of life. And it is again shedding a light on a time period that we do talk about. Like we talk about the Harlem Renaissance, right? We talk about that, but it just was a different aspect of it with the mystery. It just was really, really good. I can't tell you anymore because then it'll spoil it. All I'm gonna say is found family is important, and the secrets that they may or may not want to keep for you. I don't trust nobody with secrets now. Okay, now The Seven Daughters of Dupree. This is one of my favorite books of 2026. I'm calling that already. It's going on my list. I absolutely phenomenal. This does have some harder bits in it, but I think this is a really good beginner friendly historical fiction because it spans generations, and that's not always done really well. Generational tales sometimes can feel very repetitive opposed to them connecting the pieces, and I think the author of this, whose name is Nikisha, she does a very good job at connecting the pieces instead of mimicking the things that have happened in other years. So we meet Tati in the 90s, 1995 to be specific, and Tati wants to know who her father is. She is 13. She is about to graduate 8th grade. She's going into high school soon, and she does not know who her father is, and her mother won't answer any questions. This takes us back in time to a the matriarch of their family tree, and we figure out why secrets are being kept in this family. It's a very, 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 very well written story displaying that, like, you need to know who your mothers are. Who are your mothers, right? Can you name them? And how were they, or how has what they've been through impacted how they've reared you? It's important. You need to know your mothers. You need to know them. You need to know them. You need to name them. You need to remember them, no matter how much it may hurt. So this one is a little wild card. It does have some subject matter that's gonna make you probably come back on this video and be like, "Now, Shelby, you lied." But you need to read it. You need this book. You need it. Okay. Next, we have This Cursed House. This is a historical fantasy. There is kind of like this, or no, historical horror, we'll say. So this cursed house, the house has a curse, and Gemma does not know that. She gets an offer to go down to Louisiana to work this job that's going to pay her a lot, and she is just on the cusp of needing to change her life. So she goes, and then she gets there, and everybody in this house is white passing, but they never leave the house, and we have to figure out why they never leave the house, why everybody in town is like, we don't mess with them, and so on and so forth. And I think this is another book that's about what do you know of your family? What do you know of your family? What do you know of your family history? Whether you were adopted or not. This was very, very good. And then last but certainly not least, The Great Man. This is actually a Great Gatsby retelling, and it is a phenomenal read. It tells the story of Charlie Trammell. He has returned home from war and is moving out to California, to Sugar Hill, actually, with his cousin, because he is looking for a fresh start on life. He's realized that although he fought in the war, there still is no respect for black men or black soldiers. So he goes there, and there is this, the whole book is like this conversation of how we view racism per our economical status. Like, I think that some of the black people in this book that may have more money feel like they don't experience certain things that maybe the black people from the South have, when the all actuality of it is they just experience it differently. So it's a very very, very good book. It's a very good book. I really enjoyed this. The Great Man was very, very good. So let me know down below, have you read any of these? Are you planning to read any of these? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know some beginner friendly historical fictions if you can think of any. If no one told you today, I love you, you're kind, you're smart, you are important, if to no one else, to me. Bye, friends.